Alright, what's up friends? Welcome back to Bloodborne, the guided tour. We are going to keep going in this amazing game, and in the last episode we got all the way through Old Yharnam in one episode, which I was pretty happy about. And I did mention at the end that we were going to go check out these underground tombs, but I think that might be jumping the gun as far as the lore, so we're just going to keep going with the main game's path. And actually, since we're here, why don't we change up our outfit and weapon? We've been running with this for a couple episodes now, so why don't we try, since we just took out Jura in the last episode, let's pay homage to him by wearing his clothes. He was wearing the Grey Wolf cap and the, where is it? The Ashen Hunter Garb. And we did look at the lore behind this. That's where we talked about the powder kegs and their story. Let's see, Ashen Hunter gloves, Ashen Hunter trousers. Let's take a look. Not the flashiest, but it'll do for now. Oh, and weapon. Why don't we try a weapon we haven't done before? What could we do? Ooh, why don't we do the Chikage? All right, so I won't go into the lore of this just yet because it's a little bit ahead of us, but if you've seen all the weapons that we've been using, all the swords and stuff, they all like more like traditional European knights, like broadswords and stuff like that. But this sword, if I can get a good angle at it, let's see, is if you can get a look at it there, it is actually more of a samurai sword, which is very different than all the other swords that we've gotten. And FromSoft is rumored to kind of pepper in kind of previews of their next game. So the game after this, well, they did Dark Souls 3, but they might have been working on Sekiro. I've heard rumors that like a hunter was in Dark Souls 2. Like they always kind of experiment with a little teaser and test out the a character or a mechanic or a weapon in a prior game. So that's kind of what I think this was for, just to have a little samurai sword. This weapon in its normal state is a skill-based weapon, so it should be good for us to run around in. But when you do the transform, let me hit the button, it becomes a blood-tinged weapon. And if you see my health up there, it's slowly going down. I basically impaled myself with this sword to get the blood, and now it's powered by blood, but it's taking my health as I keep it in this transform mode. So I can take it out and it'll stop going down. But so there's definitely a risk-reward factor with this sword. I keep trying to say gun. But the other issue is if you look down at my skills levels or my attribute levels on the bottom left, I have very little in blood. I only have 12, whereas I have 50 in skill. So this weapon might not be the most effective to run around with, especially in transform mode, but I think it's worth just experimenting and trying out. So why don't we go forward? Actually, since we just beat the Bloodstarved Beast, why don't we go around, we'll talk to some of the NPCs and see if they have anything new to say to us.
Desire? Over time, countless hunters have
that's not new. Garman?
Most of the holy chalices lie deep within the tomb of the gods, and the few that found their way to the surface were lost again in the hands of men. But if the old hunter tales remain true, one of the holy chalices is worshipped in the valley hamlet. Yet the town is in disarray. It was burned and abandoned for fear of the scourge. Home now only to beasts. The perfect place for a hunter, wouldn't you say?
Okay, so he is basically talking about Old Yharnam, and the chalice is an item that we would have gotten when we beat the Bloodstarved Beast. So let's go to Central Yharnam. Let's check on our fellow outsider Gilbert and see if he has anything new to say. Last time he gave us a flame sprayer. I don't think he gives us anything else.
Don't you worry about me.
Oh, that's all he says?
Don't you
Okay.
worry about me.
Well, I'm a little worried about you because you don't sound so good. All right, we're gonna run over and see if the little girl says anything new to us. Hello. Oh, all right. That was 2 swipes with this weapon. All right, it should be good. It should be pretty viable for us to run around in. I'm gonna avoid all these guys. I'm not gonna take the time to beat them. Might run out of stamina here soon. Gonna take one more shot at me. Yeah. Okay. We should be okay. Oh, actually, let's see if these people are still. Yeah.
I don't reckon you're from round here.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Here's something.
duck outside.
I hear a noise. I thought someone running up on me. Their laughter? Is that how it sounded when we originally? It sounds a little bit more like crying now. I think there's a transition happening. It might be pretty subtle, but things are starting to go really bad in this town. Like, even the people hiding out inside are starting to get affected. As you can hear with Gilbert just continually getting sicker. All right, we're gonna go to this gate that we opened and see if the girl is here. No response. Okay, so she is not here. Let's check one more thing. I'm gonna go up here to our shortcut. Oops. Oh, just waiting for me, huh? Okay. Dogs out. One more dog over here. Just don't want him catching up to me. Okay. Wait, was this the right way? I don't think this is the right way. Hold on. I'm trying to, oh man, I'm totally turned around right now. I was trying to get to do a shortcut, but I don't think that worked. Oh, actually, this might be okay. All right. We don't need to mess with these guys. We've already killed them enough times. Yeah, it's not my favorite outfit, but you know, it's all right. Okay, so. Yeah, this is where I wanted to go. All right, so we're gonna run over this bridge. This Indiana Jones fire ball of fire is gonna eventually. Yeah, there we go. It should kill off a bunch of people. We're gonna go down here, or not kill anybody apparently. All right, so there should be a pig back here. Yes. Okay. We're gonna take out this pig. Hopefully stealthily. Quiet, a little slow. Oh! He was dead. Blood vial. Okay. Wait, pick up item. Red messenger ribbon. I think that's what I was looking for. Let's take a look at that red messenger ribbon. Red ribbon that messengers are oddly fond of. The thick pungent red was drawn from the organs of some unfortunate victim. Strange choice indeed, but perhaps the messengers wearing this accessory constitutes a form of mourning. Basically, this is the ribbon from the little girl who's of Gascoigne and Viola. When we told her that her parents are dead, she basically decided to try and venture out herself and got caught by that pig and eaten by that pig. So that's why the pig has the ribbon. And that was basically what I was looking to do. Now, one thing we could go do is go back to... Oh, hello. Just gonna ignore you guys. Gonna go back to Cathedral Ward, but it might just be faster to run rather than teleport. Go up here. And up this big ladder. So when we beat the Bloodstarved Beast, that opened a door, for some reason, opens up a door in the Cathedral Ward that we couldn't get to before. So it's basically the natural progression of how to get further in this game. I don't know if there's any kind of lore or story behind whether or not, why that is, but, okay, we're back here. Oh, let's talk to this guy.
Ah, the hunter. Thank you. So that old girl, you told her about this place, right? Well, she don't offer me much in the way of conversation, but still, I'd rather see her alive anyhow.
She's talking about the mean old lady that we brought over here, who's apparently not nice to anyone, so I guess we shouldn't take it too personally.
Stay away from me. I know all your tricks.
All right. Well, okay, so, and now we have... Actually, let me check one more thing. Okay. I hear noises. You're stomping. All right, so this is the doorway that got opened after we beat the Bloodstarved Beast. So we're gonna go through here. Oh, and actually, before we go further, let's go back down this thing. Go over here and get a secret little entryway. Down here, yeah. And we're now at the top of the Odin Chapel, so that's where our lantern is. What we got in here? Madman's Knowledge. Okay, so it did... That should have given us something better, but because I'm in New Game Plus, Messenger Urn Festival, doesn't matter. I'm gonna dive down here, take some damage. Should be okay. I'll have to remember what that item was that we got. There's probably a rune, which we haven't really paid attention to yet, and we're gonna get there soon. Alright, man. Quicksilver bullets. Get this item. Oh. Also, if you notice in this room, like in our hunter's dream, there's a lot of hunter weapons just hanging about here. I'll get to that in a second. See if this is anything interesting. More Madman's Knowledge. Okay. Alright, let's go out here. Oh, we're getting shot at. Okay. Oh! Thought I could get past you. Alright, alright. Healing Church Workshop. Alright. So, we're in a new area called the Healing Church Workshop. And that's basically another version of where the hunters build their weapons. So, like, in our... Oh! No! Ow. Okay, we're not gonna follow that guy down just yet. That's way downward. But let's check out this Healing Church Workshop. I hear guys. I saw someone back here. Yeah, hello. Oh! Oh! Oh. Taking my licks. Let's get out of here. Heal. Do some blood attacks. Alright, this weapon is not that powerful in the blood mode. Okay. Oh! Oh man. Alright. let's actually heal up. Top up here. Vials. Oh. Oh, he's still moving. Yeah, and you see more weapons from the hunters. So this is basically an... Oh, I got a treasure chest. Blood-tinged gemstone. Okay. Let's go up. Oh! Oh, God! Alright. Heal up. Quicksilver bullets. I don't think there's anything else in here. It's weird that some of these you can break and some you can't. Nothing back here? Okay. Hello. Oh. Oh! Oh, a big guy. Okay, okay. I see him, I see him. Let's draw him in here. Let's get him where we can actually fight him. Visceral. Nice. I heard you. Oh God, not gonna fall. Cold blood. He's still alive up there, down there though. So we are in a pretty high area. You can hear the wind blowing and all the clouds. Take a look. Nice view. Ooh, look at the sun. Okay. Did we go all the way around? Is there anything else on the side? I don't remember. If not, we'll just go up the ladder. Okay. So, keep going up this tower. Try not to fall. It would be bad. Okay, there's a way that way. Let's just go a little further. Just make sure. Ah, found something. Cold blood. Go this way. Nothing. All right. And I'm remembering someone's in here. Yeah. Okay. Ah. That's not nice. Oh. Oh my God, that hurts. That hurts. All right, so let's go here. Let's put this. Bold Hunter's Mark. A lot of urns. So, you know, this is a sign that this is a place that, or a doorway that was very much trying to be protected from beasts. If you see all the incense urns. And, you know, we could go through and break them all, but there's no point. Locked. Okay, so this is a door we can't get to for quite a while, but we know it's here. And all these items that we've been collecting, I did keep track of what we were supposed to have gotten in a normal game. So one of the items was, I'll show you, was the Radiant Sword Hunter badge. So let's read on that one. One of the badges crafted by the Healing Church. The Radiant Sword indicates the heirs to the will of Ludwig. These hunters, also known as Holy Blades, are what remains of an ancient line of heroes that date back to a very early age of honor and chivalry. Okay, so that's Ludwig. First mention of him. He's kind of an important figure here. And so what this badge does is it allows us to go back to the Hunter's Dream and purchase some more weapons. Like this just opens up a little bit more of the shop. And basically what we get when we do that is we get a weapon here called Ludwig's Holy Blade. And I have showed that before in the past, so we can take a look at that again. But let's read this. A trick weapon typically used by the Healing Church hunters. It is said that the silver sword was employed by Ludwig, the first hunter of the church. When transformed, it combines with its sheath to form a greatsword. The Healing Church workshop began with Ludwig and departed from old Gehrman's techniques to provide hunters with means to hunt more terrifying beasts and perhaps things still worse. So, yeah, a lot of information in this one. So it's giving you a little bit more information about Ludwig. So he was called the first hunter of the church. And it ties into this Healing Church workshop that we're in right now. And it talks about old Gehrman techniques. So there's a little bit of confusion, I think, with like, okay, well, they're calling Ludwig the first hunter of the church, but like, what about Gehrman? Like he, even in this description, they talk about like him, old Gehrman. So he came before Ludwig and he was a hunter. So if we want to just map out like right now, like what all the different forms of hunters there are, the first ones that came was Gehrman, and his group was called the Old Hunters. So we've heard a couple of mentions of them. They were like the very first ones. Let's see if what item do I have that talks about Old Hunters? I think it was not Hunter, Yharnam, Old Hunter closeness. Is this make sense? I'm trying to remember. White Hunters, Ghoul Executioners. Oh man, there's too many armors to go through. It was the first one. Okay, so it's like one of the first things that we get. So Hunter Garb. So this is the garb used by Old Hunters. And one of the clues is the last line, allows one to stalk beast unannounced by cover of night. So basically the Old Hunters were around when the Healing Church first started up and before they became powerful and famous. All the experiments that they were doing and like the cases of the beastly scourge were a little bit more kind of under wraps, like in the shadows. So it was just not publicly known. So whenever there were beasts that would show up, the Old Hunters would go out and take care of them. And with that last line, stalk beasts unannounced by cover of night. So they were kind of doing it covertly and just trying to be a little bit more secret and selective. When things escalated in Old Yharnam, the hunters shifted away from Gehrman and became the Powder Keg Hunters. So that was like the second kind of iteration of the hunters. The Powder Kegs were much more public and loud and bombastic, using fire and explosives. And eventually, things got really bad with the Beast Scourge that they just had to keep escalating. So, that caused the whole burning of the entire area of Old Yharnam. And through that, things just became public. Like you can't hide that anymore when you're like burning down everything. So that's when like everyone in the city started to notice and understand like, oh, this beastly scourge is like a really big problem. So then, but yeah, no one was happy about burning Old Yharnam to the ground. So that's why there was some language about the heretics, the powder kegs. So basically, it was kind of bad PR for the church. So they disavowed the powder kegs, and then started the Healing Church Hunters with Ludwig. So that's the third phase of the hunters, and probably the most current, where it was more. Let's go to Hunter Blade. Yeah, the Healing Church workshop began with Ludwig, departed from Gehrman's techniques, and means to hunt more terrifying beasts. So again, and perhaps things still worse. So again, like things are escalating. Even with the powder kegs burning down Old Yharnam, like the monsters kept getting more numerous and bigger. So that's why you start seeing like these really kind of bigger weapons, like the Holy Blade and the Kirk Hammer, like just using these like giant weapons, like a trick weapon typically used by Healing Church hunters. So they're kind of anticipating having to go up against more like cleric beast and bloodstar beast kind of monsters. So they're just kind of, again, it's like an arms race where they're just kind of upping the ante every single time. So that's kind of the history with that. We can actually mess around with the Holy Blade. Well, we just started with the Rakuyo. Why don't we stick with that? The only other weapon that might be worth talking about is Ludwig's rifle. A rifle typically used by healing church hunters. It is said that this rifle was employed by Ludwig, the first hunter of church. His long, heavy barrel makes up in range for what it lacks in reload speed. Ludwig's rifle exhibits several departures from the workshop's designs, suggesting that the church anticipated much larger inhuman beasts. So yeah, again, kind of reinforcing some of the stuff that we just talked about. Some of the other items that we get here are some runes. One of them was communion, a secret symbol left by Carol, runesmith of Bergenworth. Several runes relate to blood, including communion, which raises the maximum number of blood vials one may carry. This rune represents the healing church and its ministers. Blood ministration is, of course, the pursuit of communion. So that's kind of a big clue. Blood administration is, of course, the pursuit of communion. It doesn't really make a lot of sense right now, but we'll come back to that. The other one was Formless Odin. A secret symbol left by Carol, runesmith of Bergenworth. The Great One Odin, lacking form, exists only in voice and is symbolized by this rune. Those who memorize it enjoy a larger supply of quicksilver bullets. Human or no, the oozing blood is a medium of the highest grade and the essence of the formless Great One Odin. Both Odin and his inadvertent worshippers surreptitiously seek the precious blood. So these don't really make a ton of sense at this point in our game, but some of the most important stuff is, it's talking about Bergenworth again, and Carol, which is a character who's creating all these, what she calls Carol runes, or he calls Carol runes, right? So these are the things that you collect throughout the game. We haven't been able to access them at this point in what would be our playthrough, so that's why I haven't talked about them yet, but since we're getting these at this point, it's at least worth reading them just to get a little bit of clues and foreshadowing. One of the big things right now is the mention of Great One Odin. This is the first time we hear the term Great One, and it's not something that's really been introduced in the game yet, so it's something that's super important, but just doesn't really make any sense with the context of the knowledge that we have now. So that's about all that we get out of the healing church at this point. The reason we go here is because, again, this is where the game led us, and it's kind of giving us a future shortcut to another area through that doorway. But for now, it's locked, just like areas of the Cathedral Ward are. But we're gonna go change that right now. But oh god, I almost fell right to my death. Oh, what the heck? How do you get back up here? He's in a wheelchair. There's no way he could have gotten back up here. Oh, that's weird. I mean, these are stairs. We're gonna go back around again to the back of the tower at the base because instead of... Oh, wait. Yeah, here we go. There's this broken down, crumbled area. Whoa! Oh no, I don't get his stuff. That's one of those beasts that gives us a lot of good items, but I don't get it. Alright, so now, let's use my torch because it's easier to see here. We're basically in the underside of this tower, and there's a lot of platforming we have to do. So first, let's just go make our way down here. Another way is this way? Okay. Okay, we're gonna try and get that item on that little rafter here. Oh no, I missed. All right. Well, probably not that important anyway. Okay, so you see that door right there. Whoops. Let's change my torch. That is an optional area that is hard to get to, but we are gonna get to it in a little bit. We're not gonna do it right now, but that's something that we're gonna come back to. All right, let's try and get this item. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I died. Okay. Well, I think that's death. I want to say death number 3, and the first unintentional death. That was me being really sloppy with my platforming. Damn it. We were doing so well with the deaths. It's probably gonna just come more often now, so get used to it. Okay. Oh man. Let's teleport to the Cathedral Ward. Ludwig's Holy Blade. Yeah, let's stick with a Chicago, sorry, right now, and maybe we'll hop to the Holy Blade in a little bit. Hello, is this not? There we go. Cathedral Ward. Oh, she's just resting over there. Yeah, so Tomb of Odin. So I guess we have heard the name Odin a few times now, but just never had any context for it. So it's referencing a great one. Okay, let's go back. Let's see if we can get back my blood echoes, which doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm at a point progression-wise where just not gonna level up very often and very fast, so not too broken up about losing blood echoes. Here. I'm gonna run through because there's gonna be snipers. This guy's gonna try and stop me, but he can't. Oh, still alive. Okay. Give me anything? No. Alright, so let's go around. Let's try and go back down. Yeah, this wasn't too big of a back. Oh, he's back. Oh, and now I get his thing. Alright, and this actually kind of works out, so now I get another shot at the platforming here. Now, do I get my blood echoes? It might be at the very bottom of this pit. Alright, let's try and not be so sloppy here. I'm gonna go... Actually, it's probably safer to go... Wait, how do I do this? Go this way. Oh, shoot! What? Oh my god. What happened? I kind of just like bounced off of one of the items. Oh my god. Alright, well, death number 4. And there go my blood echoes. But it's fine. Like I said, it's not a big deal. There are times when I've lost like 200,000 blood echoes and almost wanted to cry. But I think we only had like a couple thousand maybe. Oh, I have to do this again. I can't believe it. Pro skills, man. Pro skills right here on display. I mean, we've been doing well with just, you know, surviving throughout the whole game. I was due for a couple of stupid deaths, honestly. Take some more Quicksilver bullets. Alright. Come at me, bro. Transform button isn't quite as responsive as I would want it to be. But okay. Over here. Drop here. Oh god, I should be more careful. What am I doing? Alright, I'm gonna use my torch to get a little bit light. And okay, let's just be smash this. Oh, there are my 1,000. Okay, so when I fell off this, I kind of hit some huh. I don't know. Alright, we're gonna try this, get this item. It's probably just gonna be more Madman's knowledge, which I know I haven't explained, but you know, we've been explaining a lot so far. I don't want to overload you. Oh, we got him top hat. Okay. Ah. Okay. So I'm gonna try and get to this. The camera's not super helpful. Oof. Advanced knowledge. Okay. I hear a beast. And it's a little difficult to tell where I can drop to next. I think if I drop... Okay. Ooh, that took a lot of health though. Let's top up. Yeah, there's a monster right there. Okay. Let's drop on this pile of stuff here. Okay. Oh, that definitely got his attention. Hello. Oh. Okay. All right. Oh my God. That was not nice. Oh. How did I shoot? Oh, he bit me. Trying to. Okay. Forgot you could do that. Oh. Ah. Get off me. That didn't do a ton of damage. Okay. Oh. I've never seen him turn red like that before. I've honestly never had that like issue. Alright, so this guy dropped Badman's Knowledge. He actually, if it's not New Game Plus, drops another rune, which we can look at, called Beast. Secret symbol left by Carol, runesmith of Bergenworth, the transcription of the roar of a labyrinth beast. The bearer of the Beast rune has accentuated temporary transformation effects. Beast is one of the early Carol runes, as well as one of the first to be deemed forbidden. The discovery of blood entailed the discovery of undesirable beasts. So that's kind of a big clue too. The discovery of blood entailed the discovery of undesirable beasts. We've been kind of dancing around that entire thing right now, but like really by now we're getting a lot of clues as to like what is happening with the Scourge and all these beasts in the town of Yharnam. You know, first we heard about Bergenworth through Alfred, how they found what he called a holy medium in the tombs underground, and that led to the healing church, which created this miracle healing blood. And basically what we're starting to get clues to is like the discovery of blood entailed the discovery of undesirable beasts. This miracle blood led to ashen blood, and then which we've also heard led to the Scourge. So really this miracle blood is what causes people to change into the beast. So it's almost like a scam. It's like, well, not scam, like a sham, like this blood that the healing church gives everyone as touting to like heal everyone, like heal all ailments and heal everything, is really the source of the problem. Like it gives you temporary treatment, like it'll heal everything temporarily, but it's basically like a tainted material. Like it'll help you for a little bit, but then it ends up turning it into ashen blood and leading into the beasthood. So it's just it's like just the healing church has just been lying to everybody, you know. Okay, we're gonna go here. Oh, I see a lantern.
A night of curses. A night to remember. Wouldn't you say, friend?
People are going crazy, man. Okay, we're gonna go down this alley. We are in like very cramped areas. I feel like this is like the ground floor of Yharnam, you know? Like it feels not quite as grandiose as some of the other areas, or up as high. Oh, I see you. Rumpled Yharnam hat and sweaty clothes. These are the most worthless attire that you get in the game. I don't know why they're here, and they don't really add a lot to the lore, but you're basically just like in the lowest like back alleys of hello doggy, I see you. Okay. I hear oh. You gonna see me? No. Alright. So there's a guy here who's not very nice. I'm gonna try and sneak up on him and kill him so that we don't have to deal with him, but he packs quite a punch. And there's some okay. Oh, this is bad timing right now. Oh my god. This is bad. This is bad. Let's run. Oh. Ah! That guy's very angry at me. Oh god. See, he took out my health already. Oh! Oh, he killed me! Oh no. Alright, well, that's fine. Oh, he hits so hard, even in New Game Plus. Like, I kind of forget. Like, you get a little, because I am honestly over-leveled for the most part, and man, you forget that some of these characters can still hit you pretty hard. Well, we're in a new area, Yahargul Unseen Village. So basically, that when that guy with the sack beat us and killed us, he actually ended up abducting us in his big sack and taking us to a whole new area. And this is a point that like throws a lot of players for a loop of like, what is going on? Like, where are we now? Thought I was just getting a handle on this game. So, let's see this item here. Thick cold blood. Madmen toil surreptitiously in rituals to beckon the moon, uncover their secrets. So again, more language about the moon, which makes no sense at all to us at this point. Let's go.
Oh, merciful God, help me. In the name of the healing church, cleanse us of this horrible dream.
Scared lady down there. We're gonna go talk to her. That ghost scared the crap out of me at first. So let's see. Let's take a look. So it's an old lady. It's a little lady who is cowering in the corner, praying.
Oh, please leave me be. Don't take me, please. Oh, please, dear God.
So she's a little afraid of us, and what happens is, you know, you just look like a scary hunter person. So what you can do later on in the game, and we're gonna do this now, is if we change our clothes into church gear, like what she's wearing. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, black church garb. Wait, where are the choir clothes? Guest coins. I think they're just choir gloves. Right? Or surgical long gloves? Maybe that's it. Black church. Alright, so now we're kind of wearing the same clothes as her. So let's see. I might have to leave and come back, but let's see if this works.
By your garb, the healing church, you've come to save me. Oh, Thank you, dear saint. I have no words to express my relief. You can take this, at least.
Madman's knowledge.
Sure to please an upstanding member of the church like you. Oh, thank you so much, dear gods.
Talk to her again.
Thank you so much. I was seized on the street by a hulking brute in the Cathedral Ward and locked up here. There were many others, but they've been taken away. And I've heard moans echoing in the distance ever since. So, the hunt is on tonight. Then the streets are perilous, and every door will be shut tight. Perhaps it isn't my place to ask, but do you know somewhere that might take me in?
Okay, so we can tell her to go to Odin Chapel or Yosefka's clinic. And again, like, we've kind of explained that whole part of Yosefka. Like, that's not the real Yosefka. That's like an imposter who's probably up to no good. So we're going to send her to the safe place, Odin Chapel.
Thank you so much. I'll set out as soon as I can. I pray for success on your hunt.
Thank you.
Kind hunter.
Thank you. Okay, so saved another soul here. You know, I wasn't loving Jura's outfit, so why don't we keep running around with the church outfit here now that we're in it. Let's go back upstairs. We can explore a little bit in this area, but I don't quite want to get there yet. We're gonna try and get out of here as fast as we can, actually. Oh. Come on. Ah. I was so out of stamina. Okay. Now up here are more of those bagmen, the really powerful guys. I'm not gonna deal with them just yet. We're gonna go here. Turn on this lantern, and oh yeah, this is horrific right here. Like this statue of whatever this is, you know, like this should definitely be concerning to people when they play the game for the first time. The first kind of inhuman stuff that we're seeing. So this is definitely an area that should be very confusing for a lot of people. We'll get answers later. Okay, so Angry Bagman might be a little tough to handle right now, so we're gonna go back to the Hunter Stream. We're gonna go back down that that tall tower again. I can't believe how many times it's taken us. Like I said, I was bound to have like some pretty bad gameplay eventually, and I'm surprised it's taken this long, honestly. We're going to go back down to the ground floor of the streets and the alleys. And unfortunately, it takes us a little bit of time. Oh, actually, we immediately get to see the person that we just saved.
Oh, brave hunter. You're alive. Thank you very much. The town is in disarray, but there are still people here. Together we await the help of the healing church. I cannot begin to express my gratitude to you. The only thing that I can offer is my own lowly blood, if it would suffice.
Receive blood treatment. Sure.
Of course. Come in close. Now. Take my blood.
Blood of Adela. Okay. Let's see what that says in the description. So we did get a blood vial from Yosefka at the very beginning of the game. Blood vial acquired from Yosefka's clinic. This refined blood, highly invigorating, restores a large amount of HP. The product of a slow and careful refinement process. This rare blood vial appears to be a clinic original. Now, we also got blood of Adela. Blood taken from Adela, none of the healing church. Restores an amount of HP, then continues to gradually restore HP for a short time. The healing church nuns are chosen for their merit as vessels for blood and groomed as blood saints. The mere chance of being treated with their blood lends legitimacy to the healing church and communion. Okay. So, we got some items to help us heal. Let's see if he says anything about Adela.
Oh, the hunter. Thank you. So that holy woman, you told her about this place, right? Well, she don't offer me much in the way of conversation, but still, I'd rather see her alive anyhow.
Yeah, see, he's a good-natured guy. Even when these people aren't, like, being nice to him, he's still in good spirits. All right, here we go again. I can't believe I'm sorry it's taken this many times. Hopefully this will be, actually this won't be the last time. We definitely have another attempt we have to do here. Just gonna run past the Gatling gun guy. This guy I'm going to deal with because he will chase us. From the howling winds of this tower and go downward. Okay. Oh man. I know, guys. I know. Go here. I'm gonna try not. I mean, I've already feeling like I'm kind of rushing this because we've done it so many times, but I don't want to die willy-nilly again. I'm already at a high count for this whole episode. Okay, so far so good. We're gonna go down this way. Okay. Now, go this again. Yeah, we're gonna try and get to that door. Hopefully by the end of this episode. We're getting a little long on time, but hopefully it should be okay. That's a lot of health there. Alright. Now, this is one of the monsters that doesn't respawn. He's almost like a mini-boss, but doesn't quite qualify for that. So, luckily we don't have to fight him again. Let's get rid of my torch. Okay, we're gonna try and sneak up on that guy again. The bagman who took us away. Oh, you have my echoes. 9,000. All right. Oh, not too bad. Come on, doggy. Come on. Oh. Okay. So I had terrible timing here where those enemies walked right in front. So I'm going to let them actually walk past and hopefully not notice me. Should I wait? Should I keep going? I'm getting impatient now. Screw it. Alright, so still not dead. Alright, got it. Oh, and the dog's here. Oh! Ah! I didn't even see the dog. See what that guy looked like? He looked like more like the dog than the dog did. Okay, let's grab this item. Bloodstone shard. Alright, so now we can go around this alley a little bit more. So that's where we came in. We ducked down the side alley, but now we can kind of walk through here a little bit more freely because we took out those guys. Madman's knowledge. There you are. Hello. Your notes was rated fine. Oh, thank you. Okay. So, get out of the way. So this guy here, I definitely want to talk about. So let's get his attention here. We can sneak up on him, but I don't want to do that because I want to kind of show you. Yeah, squid face. Okay. Oh, he got me. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, okay, he's gonna. Okay. All right. Oh my God. Oh, that's horrible. You. So a couple things. Notice how horrendous he was, but also, oof, he's doing a lot of stuff that you don't normally might not have seen already in this game yet. Also, notice he's not bleeding red blood. Alright. Whew. That's what everyone affectionately calls brain suckers, as you can probably tell. What he was doing. His tentacle face is something like quite new to this game so far, right? Like everything that we've seen so far has been more like wolf, dog based, right? Like all the townsfolk, like their grotesque transformations have been more like a werewolf type of thing. This guy is brand new as far as just like the type of enemy he is, right? Like he's pale skinned, he's weird. He was shooting like energy beams and stuff. It's completely out of the blue as far as this game. So should raise some eyebrows if you bring him up. And one of the things that, again, like this game, the developers do a really good job of is they pepper in like foreshadowing. Like this guy, we'll see more of his type like further on in the game. But it's like he almost kind of got like lost, or he like just fell into this area by accident, you know, like and just is just sitting here, and we just discovered him. So it's really just kind of like the developers giving you a little taste of what's to come. So again, it should just kind of raise some like a lot of eyebrows. Like some people I've watched play this game are like, what the hell? Like they're just more confused and kind of grossed out by it than to be like, what does this mean? You know, that's the side alley that we could have come up around. So I go here. I'm gonna take this elevator. Here, Cathedral Ward. All right, so now we're in this area, and we are on the other side of this gate. So when we first got to the Cathedral Ward and walked out of the Odin Chapel and wandered around, this was one of the places we couldn't get to. And this guy, well, just take him out. If it gives me anything. Yeah, give me some blood vials. That guy's all the way down here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna climb this ladder really fast to see where this goes. I have a suspicion it doesn't go very far. Yeah, this is where the game starts really kind of opening up its actual lore and what it's some of the deeper implications of what's truly going on. Like again, we're still kind of operating under the idea of, can I just drop here? I thought there might be a ladder or something. Hold on. Maybe not. Okay, let's just drop. Right, again, like we're playing under the guise of like, all right, this is still a night of the hunt. We're just trying to clear out monsters and beasts for the good of the town. And we've uncovered some of the you know, the backstory of like why, you know, there's a problem, a plague of beasts in this thing, and it really has to do with the church, and the church is to blame for some of this stuff. But again, that's still kind of operating on a surface level of what's happening in this game. Where's that guy? Oh, he's down there. All right, here's what we're gonna do. So now we're back on our main path. I want to just try and sneak up on this guy, even though I see his buddy up here. See if he notices. I heard the bird. Oh. Come on. Do that again. Yeah. Alright, you want your turn. You got it. Now, on this side is one of those bagmen again, so I don't really want to face him again. Grab this. We're going to run back in, and we're at an hour, but I just want to do one more thing. We're going to go back down the tower again. We're going to go through that secret doorway that we kept seeing. And that might be it for the episode. We didn't cover a ton of ground geographically, but I think these were some important spots that we got to. And now that we opened that top gate from the Cathedral Ward, we have a lot more exploration we're going to do probably in the next episode. Oh, I already killed that guy. Okay. Okay, so this doorway is kind of hard to get to. There's a chance I might die trying to platform down to it. Okay, we're going to do a soft landing. I don't want to get launched off the side of this. Okay. So it's not the easiest door to get to. I kind of have to walk this way. I'm going to use up all my health. Go for it. I landed there, but I died. I was supposed to hit that. Okay. We're trying one more time. All right, so sorry for the edit there. I've tried a couple of times to get down on this platform. I've never had this much trouble, so we're gonna give this another go and hopefully try and make it. Okay, woo! All right, we should be good. Let's heal up. I don't want to just die here. To this door. Ugh, took another pretty significant lump. All right, so let's open this. Finally, open this door. Down this cool hallway. Abandoned old workshop. So, walk over here. Yeah. All right. So, if you notice, this is the exact same looking place as the Hunter's Dream. We got the inside of this place. We've got, well, in the place of the messenger bath. Let's see what we can get here. Doll hat, doll clothes, doll gloves, doll skirt. All right, let's read what that is. Oh, too much stuff. Okay, doll hat. Discarded doll's hat, likely a spare for dress up. A deep love for the doll can be surmised by the fine craftsmanship of this article and the care with which it was kept. It borderlines on mania and exudes a slight warmth. Yeah, a little creepy. All right, so this is probably one of the moments where the game really kind of gives like messes with the player's mind like very overtly. Like I said, most of the time players will not understand what's really going on in this game and just kind of keep playing around. But if they hit this area and see like, oh, this is like the exact same thing as the Hunter's Dream, like that's when the game really is kind of like smacking you in the face of like, pay attention, like something else is going on in this game besides like what you've been like thinking it is. Oh, like this. Old Hunter Bone. Let's check the Old Hunter Bone. The bone of an old hunter whose name is lost. It's said that he was an apprentice to old Gehrman and a practitioner of the art of quickening, a technique particular to the first hunters. It is most appropriate that hunters, carriers of the torch who are sustained by the dream, would tease an old art form of his remains. So, yeah, the bone allows us to do a pretty cool trick when we play, but I don't have enough arcane for it. Okay, I have to get 5 more levels of arcane before I can actually show you. But yeah, so this game's really just like now kind of opening up its bag of revelations and giving you a pretty big hint that something is definitely up with your experience here. Like, why is there, like, we're in the real world right now, right? And we've been continuously transporting to what they call the Hunter's Dream, which I think a lot of people won't even really pay attention to the literal name of it. It's just, oh yeah. So, pretty creepy. It's the doll, but just not animated. Inspect an abandoned doll. Let's grab this item. Inspect 1/3 of an umbilical cord. So this thing, let's go, let's check it out. A great relic, also known as the Cord of the Eye. Every infant Great One has this precursor to the umbilical cord. Every Great One loses its child and then yearns for a surrogate. The third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. To use to gain insight, and so they say, eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that truly entails. So this is a really important item for the end game. I won't go into what it really is right now, because again, we're still starting to unravel some of the deeper mysteries. But again, we're starting to get another mention of the Great One, another mention of the moon. This one's talking about the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. So the hunter's dream, where we've been going and leveling up and talking to the doll and Gehrman, is under the influence of the moon somehow, according to this entry. So again, just starting to like pepper in some more mysteries that should boggle people's minds when they first play it. Let's open this lantern. And then there's one more item in here. Small hair ornament. I think it's a key item. A small, very ordinary hair ornament. Although it has been lost for quite some time, one can still see signs of care with which this tasteful ornament was once kept. Its color would stand out most brilliantly against head of grayish hair. So, yeah, basically the story with this place is they call the old abandoned workshop, right? So this is the actual workshop where the old hunters like Gehrman were basically home base to create their weapons and to just use as a operating base for where going out and doing their missions and stuff. But it's been long abandoned, right? Like as we talked about earlier, the lineage of hunters started with the old hunters. That went away for some reason. We still haven't quite figured it out, right? As far as the story. And then brought in the second phase of the powder keg hunters, which didn't really use... I'm not sure if they actually even use this workshop as their own. But then the third phase was the healing church hunters, which used the that area, the tower that we kept going up and down and falling and dying and stuff. So that's their base of operations. So that's why this place is abandoned. It's no longer being used. And we know that the old hunters consisted of Gehrman. So let's go back. Let's leave this place. Let's return to the hunter's dream. And we can like dig into, let's see if he actually says anything. Oh, let's talk to the doll here. Can I wake her up?
Ah, welcome home, good hunter. I must have drifted off. What is it you desire?
Oh, give small hair ornament.
What? What is this? I can't remember. Not a thing, only I feel. A yearning, something I never felt before. What's happening to me? Tell me, Hunter, could this be joy?
Tear stone. Okay. So we gave her a gift, and she experienced a new emotion of joy, which is pretty interesting. Let's see, where is the tear stone? Let's look at that. silver shining tear stone, used to change into a droplet blood gem that fortifies any weapon. A doll sheds neither blood nor tears, and thus its nature remains unknown. Whoever thinks this is precious should be troubled by severe naivete. It's basically saying don't get too worked up over her feeling joy or crying. Like, that was not a legitimate feeling that it should be experiencing, but you know, like, it could be an unreliable narrator, like telling you not to worry about it. Let's talk to Gehrman.
The healing church and the blood ministers who belong to it were once guardians of the hunters in the times of the hunter Ludwig. They worked and forged weapons in their unique workshop. Today, most ministers don't recall the hunters, but they have much to offer you. And so, heed the message of your forebears. Ascend to Odin Chapel.
Okay, so he kind of acknowledges Ludwig as the first healing church. Like, the healing church is publicly acknowledged hunters, right? So just giving a little bit of insight on that. Trying to think where else we can get some more context. I think one other thing we could talk through is the Yharnam Hunter Cap. So this gives a little bit more context of what we've been talking about this whole episode. Ludwig, the first hunter of the Healing Church, once recruited Yharnamites to serve as hunters. This hunter's attire was made for new recruits and has excellent straightforward defense, but not nearly enough to allow an ordinary man to stand any real chance against the beast. Basically what this is explaining is that by the time that Ludwig and the Healing Church hunters came around, the problem of beasts was so rampant that they obviously couldn't be secret anymore, like the powder kegs. But they really just started having to call for help, like volunteers for, either, like they said, recruited Yharnamites or outsiders like our hunter and Gilbert and Father Gascoigne. Like, they needed all the help that they can get. And basically, when it's like in mass like that, they just couldn't create like bespoke weapons and armor for people. They just had to arm them with attire that was straightforward for defense, but not nearly strong enough to allow, or any real chance against the beast. It was like really like giving like foot soldiers just enough, like a uniform and like a musket or something, just enough to like get out there and try and have like some kind of influence or effect, but really like they're not expected to be much, make much difference. So it's just showing like, again, like the escalation of this hunt of beasts. And again, now that we're in the dream, right, we're seeing like a really strange, like, again, notice like instead of being surrounded by Yharnam, we're surrounded by this weird endless landscape. So it's really kind of giving you more hints, like this is like a surreal, not real place. And if we go back into this room, one of the first messages we found: to escape this dreadful hunter's dream, halt the source of the spreading scourge of beasts, lest the night carry on forever. So this gets towards like what we're really trying to figure out, right? Like this hunter's dream, this message is talking about escape and dreadful hunter's dream. Like, this is not a good place, right? We're kind of trapped here. And if you think about it, every time we die, our character respawns and we always come back to this hunter's dream. Like, we can never escape this. And I think most people playing this game won't really have issue with that on a surface level, because we're used to tropes of video games. Like when you play a Mario game and you fall down a pit, you start over at the stage, right? It's just you get another chance, another life. Or you play like Fallout and you're out and you get shot and you die, you just reload a save and you just start again, right? This game kind of turns that gaming convention on its head and like gives it a little bit of purpose and just makes it feel not just like a gaming trope for gaming trope's sake. Like, it's kind of using that as part of its story. Like, every time we die, we respawn, right? And that's this story is not viewing that as just like a convention or a game mechanic. It's like a purpose. Like, every time we die, we kind of restart over in the hunter's dream, and it's almost like a weird Groundhog's Day. Like, our hunter is just kind of trapped. Like if we never progress through the story and we just keep fighting and dying, like we're, you know, we endlessly are just endlessly in this hunt of the night. So that's what the message was talking about. Like we are forever in this night of the hunt. Like this hunt, this evening of the hunt will never end unless we stop the source of the Scourge of Beasts. So that's like another level peeled back from the story of this game. It's like we are not just playing this game as like, you know, hunting beasts and ridding the city. Like we are in like a surreal nightmare world where we're trapped and we have to find a way out. And part of that is moving forward to fight more monsters and stop the spread of the Scourge. But it's really not to save Yharnam, but really to like escape. Like how do we get out of this? Like we are trapped in this dream world forever unless we can do something about it. And so that's kind of like the next real big revelation of this game. So hopefully that makes sense. I know it's a lot to absorb, and I've tried my best to like unfold it naturally as the game is unfolding it and supplying the evidence and not just talking to you and not just telling you, oh, this is what the game's doing, but actually point to evidence either through messages or item descriptions to be like, this is what the game is trying to tell you through this like slow drip of items to tell you what's going on and stuff like that. So again, it's a lot to absorb, and you know, I think I'm hoping for the most part I'm getting it right in the order as far as just being able to tell you what's going on and not drop everything all at once on you. But again, this was a very lore heavy episode, even just talking about the lineage of hunters, right? Like that's something that isn't always clear to a lot of people and isn't always clearly laid out even in lore videos. So again, hopefully that makes sense. And if you have any questions, feel free to voice them. I will try my best to clear up anything that's confusing. And like I said before in another episode, sometimes like I'm yammering away as I play and it's kind of hard to concentrate on both equally. So it might just not come out in the most concise or clear manner. So definitely hit me up if that's true, and I will do my best. But for now, that's a lot of stuff that we talked about. We'll let that sink in as we end this episode, and we'll get to the next episode. We will go further into the Cathedral Ward now that we have unlocked that big gate, and that is there's a lot to explore in that area, and it'll be interesting. And again, like I think we're starting to open some floodgates with the lore. And it'll just keep coming and just keep being crazier and crazier and mind-boggling, and we'll try and make sense of it. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and please let me know if there's anything I can clear up for you and that you need further explanation on, and I'm happy to do that. But for now, we'll just say goodbye and hope to catch you in the next episode. All right? Thanks.